just to go back to Friday night and Liverpool, a tough game, Newcastle and, coached by Rafa Benitez. They're never an easy team to beat. In fact, they beat Manchester City, one of the teams to beat City this year. They found a way to win as well. Late on in the game, when they'd lost Mo Salah, unfortunately, nobody's fault, just concussion, they still found a way. That's what's made this, championship race so very compelling, that they went 2 points clear. They put it up to City last night. Now, City have to go to Brighton on Sunday, and Wolves have to travel to Anfield. So it's still there. Last day of the season.
Oh, yeah.
Still up
it's been fantastic, Eamon. And again, you go back to the Liverpool lads. They have that character. Through Klopp, he's done a great job with them. You got Milner on the pitch. You got all, for a while, Salah and all these lads. They wouldn't be where they were unless they had the character to do it, Eamon.
Yeah.
And they've been very, very unlucky. I feel sorry. Whoever wins it or loses it, not loses it, but finishes second, Eamon. I feel very, very sorry for them and what they've done this season. Like, all the other seasons, both seasons would have had it well won by now. So they've made it a great contest. They've made it brilliant for the Premiership.
Yes.
But somebody has to lose it, Eamon, as we know, or finish second.
Yes.
And I think both of them deserve to win it. I think it's been a terrific race by both teams, showing character and guts, competition that has never been seen before in the Premiership. And it's been absolutely brilliant for the game.
Can I reveal one of your dark secrets, John?
Yes, Eamon.
For the first time in your life, you did something. You had a bet, which you've never done before. Tell me about the bet. Tell our listeners about the bet and the circumstances in which you had a bet, John.
Well, a few weeks ago, Eamon, when the contest was still going, City, Liverpool, I put 100 quid on Liverpool to win it. That was about 3 weeks ago. So I haven't become addicted yet, and it's not over yet. But I think Liverpool have done everything they expected of them.
What price did you get?
I think it was 2.5 to 1, something. 100 quid won me 250.
Oh yeah, that's 5-2. That's pretty good. You think? You're vehemently anti-betting, and you're always having a go at me and Liam and Dee Dee for betting. But anyway, it's out there. You've had a bet. This is a man who thinks 10 to 1 is lunchtime. Well, we think it's a good bet. Anyway, we know that it's just not biased in any way by that bet. Just before we move on to the Champions League, John, Brighton are safe now. And Pep, I saw Pep interviewed last week. He said, I hope Brighton are safe by the time we go there. Nevertheless, we saw Brighton at Arsenal at the weekend, and we know Chris Hughton's record. He's a good coach. He's done a really great job at Brighton. It'll still be nervy enough for City.
Definitely.
To go there.
Brighton are dogged. Actually, I think it's a good thing for Brighton that they are safe.
Yes.
Because you don't have that desperation and nervousness in. Imagine going into it, Eamon, if you needed to win against, City and that, or a draw. You'd be a bag of nerves. I think it's more relaxing for Brighton. I think they'll have a go. I think they're that type of team. Chris Hughton is that type of lad, as we know.
Yeah.
And they're a dogged team, Eamon. I watched them the other night, even against Arsenal. They got a draw there. There's no easy matches in it. The pressure's more on City, let's put it that way.
It sure is.
Than it is on Brighton going out into that particular game.
Yeah, and
no doubt. It'll go to the last. Well, it's gone to the last game anyway. But there's still a chance I might win my bet.
There were times last night where you could see Guardiola a bag of nerves, really. And he's like, this has stretched his nerve ends, And you can see how much it means to him. Clearly, it does.
Yeah.
It does to everyone who's concerned.
Well, look at Klopp on the line, Eamon. You know, the other night he's dancing all over the place. But right, I mean, it's nerve-wracking, that game, to be doing it week in and week out in this run-up for both teams.
Yeah.
You know, no slip up. You can't even draw a match.
No,
no good drawing a game for either of them. You know, they have to win the games.
Yeah.
So imagine what I know what I'd be like if I was out in the touchline, and you'd be like out in the touchline when it's getting, in Liverpool's case, getting to the last few minutes, and at that stage they've lost the league. Yeah. To go and win the same with the City yesterday, you know, they didn't really look like scoring very, very easily till company came along. Has to be nerve-wracking for the managers. But in Chris Hughton's case, his main thing was to avoid relegation. He's done that.
Yeah.
So they don't have that pressure come Sunday.
Okay.